You can sing.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Global Voices Live, episode number 13. Today's conversation is called The Courage to Outgrow Old Versions of Ourselves. But before we dive into the topic, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Arshia Sayed. I'm a pharmacist by profession. I am originally from India. Now I live in Maryland. And now I'm a proud digital business owner. Thank you.
Maimuna?
Hi, my name is
Hi,
Fatima.
my name is Maimuna
I'm a
Diallo. I'm
mom of
proud of
four girls. I live in
digital
New York
business
from
owner,
West
mom of four,
Africa.
living in New York City. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Fatima? Okay. Let's go. Anna?
Hello, my name is Anna Toure. I'm originally from Senegal, currently living here in US, North Carolina. Stay-home mom, a wife, and a mom, digital business owner and mentor. Thank you.
Fatima? I think she can hear. Okay. Alia?
Hi everyone, how are you doing all? My name is Alia Khan. I'm a physician and I also am an educator, currently working in high school, local school system. And I'm also a digital business owner and I'm very proud to do what I like to do. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Asma Harris. I am digital business mentor. I am originally from Pakistan. Now I am living in USA.
Back to me.
And
Okay.
I don't think she can hear us.
It's my turn now, Sandy.
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Welcome to Global Voices Live. Today's conversation is called The Courage to Outgrow Old Versions of Ourselves. Growth is often celebrated, but what we don't talk about enough is what growth requires us to release. Release old identities, old patterns, old roles that once made sense but no longer align. Outgrowing a version of yourself doesn't mean that version was wrong. It simply means you have evolved. Tonight, we are reflecting on the courage it takes to let go of who we are, we used to be, and so we can fully understand into who we are becoming. Thank you.
Hi, today we're going to talk about the outgrowing comfort. When familiar stopped feeling aligned, there was a time when my identity felt comfortable and familiar. Am I getting the right one? No. Yeah. There was a time when my identity felt comfortable and familiar. I knew how to navigate it. I knew what was expected. But slowly it began to feel tight, like I was wearing something that no longer fit. The hardest part wasn't changing, it was admitting that I had changed. Outgrowing comfort required honesty with myself. This is powerful, and the outgrowing comfort required honesty with myself. It means acknowledging that growth has shifted my value, my vision, and my voice. Comfort isn't always aligned. Sometimes it is just familiarity. And growth asks you to release what once felt safe so you can step into what feels true. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Today I will talk about outgrowing expectation, letting you go the other thought I was. For me, outgrowing is old version of myself, meaning disappointed and expectation. I had to build identity that others understand and rely on. Changing feel like a distributing stability, not just for me, but for them. I took courage to realize that evolving isn't betrayal, it's growing. Thank you.
Hi, let's talk about outgrowing limiting beliefs and releasing old narratives. Sometimes the old version of ourselves isn't about external roles, it's about internal narratives. I carried beliefs about what I was capable of, what I deserved, and what was the reality or what was realistic. Those beliefs once protected me, but eventually they limited me. Outgrowing that version required questioning stories I had accepted for years. Thank you. We can hear you, Sandy.
Oh, I think Asma's back.
Where is this? Asma?
Okay. Today, my topic is culture identity shifts, balancing roots and evolution. For me, growth came with culture tension. My upbringing shaped my values. It's shaped who I was expected to be. So when I started choosing differently, it felt bigger than just a personal decision. It felt like I was stepping away from tradition, and that brought guilt, question, doubt, but I learned something important. Honoring your roots doesn't mean staying the same. You can respect when you came from, still evolve into who you are becoming. Growth culture can coexist. Evolution isn't rejection, it's a expression. It's a expression. It doesn't lose your roots when you grow. If anything, you can grow deeper. Thank you.
Outgrowing fear, so leaving behind hesitation. So there was a version of me that hesitated constantly. I overanalyzed, I replayed scenarios in my head. I asked, what if this doesn't work? More than I ask, what if it does? So for years, that hesitation served a purpose. It protected me. In the film industry, precision mattered, stability mattered, reputation mattered. Being cautious kept things predictable. It helped me survive in an environment that could change overnight. But what once protected me eventually began to restrict me. So when I started feeling that desire for something more, more freedom, more flexibility, more alignment with my values, hesitation followed me into that season too. So I didn't like desire, I lacked permission. Fear wasn't loud, it was subtle. What if you're too late? What if you're not tech savvy enough? What if this is a mistake? So that version of me developed as protection. But protection, when held too long, becomes a cage. So a growing fear didn't mean walking up fearless. It means choosing movement over overthinking. It meant saying yes to exploring even without certainty. And it meant watching the webinar immediately instead of postponing it. It meant investing before I felt fully ready, and it meant trusting my intuition instead of waiting for external confirmation. Becoming braver didn't happen in one leap, it happened in small, repeated decisions. So, posting even when I felt exposed, learning tools I didn't yet understand, sharing my story before I felt polished, continuing even when results weren't immediate. Fear didn't disappear. My courage simply grew larger than it. And here's what I learned in this journey: hesitation keeps you safe, but courage keeps you growing. So when I left behind constant hesitation, I didn't become reckless, I became intentional. So I stopped asking, how do I avoid risk? And I started asking, what kind of growth of this fear pointed me toward? So a growing fear wasn't about eliminating doubt. It was about refusing to let doubt decide my future. Fear once protected me, but bravery now propels me. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. My today's topic is outgrowing need for approval, choosing alignment instead. So as everyone else in the beginning, I was very fearful and I was very skeptical. I didn't know what to do, what path I have to choose, how it's going to be, but I took a leap of faith. I put my first step on this platform. My identity was liked and accepted. I shaped myself around expectations, but growth required me to choose alignment over approval. Outgrowing my version was uncomfortable but freeing. But in the beginning, for those who are new, you will feel uncomfortable. But as time goes by, you will feel more confident with consistency over time. So be consistent and be courageous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so outgrowing survival mode and moving from survival to intention. There was a season in my life where survival was my only focus. I wasn't dreaming, I wasn't planning long term, I wasn't trying to make it through the day. So I was just, paying the bills, handling responsibilities, and taking care of everyone while trying to stay strong. Let me say this clearly, that version of me was powerful. Survival requires strength, it requires sacrifice, and it requires resilience. But it is also exhausting. When you live in survival mode, every decision is reactive. You respond to problems, you put out fires, you delay your own growth because there's always something more urgent. And one day I realized something. I had mastered surviving, but I hadn't given myself permission to build. Outgrowing survival mode didn't mean my responsibilities disappeared. It meant my mindset shifted. So instead of asking, how do I get through this week? I began asking, what am I building for the next 5 years? Instead of reacting to pressure, I started making intentional choices and I invested in my growth. I protected small pockets of time and I stopped making decisions only from fear and started making them from vision. So that shift changed everything because survival keeps you afloat, intention moves you forward. And here's the truth many people need to hear. If you've been surviving, it means you're capable, but you don't have to stay there. You are allowed to move from managing life to designing the life that you truly want. Thank you.
What our story revealed. Listening to everyone tonight, I noticed something powerful. None of the old versions of ourselves were mistakes. That woman who played safe, that version who stayed quiet, the one who followed the secure path, the one who pursued her dream for her family. She wasn't weak. She wasn't behind. She was surviving. She was learning. She was becoming. Every version of us served a purpose. They help us navigate the season we were in with awareness, resources, and courage we had at the time. But growth requires awareness, and awareness brings a new responsibility. At some point, we begin to feel it, the subtle discomfort, the quiet restlessness, the sense that something no longer fits. That's not failure, that's evolving calling. Outgrowing isn't rejection, it's reconnection. Reconnection that the mindset, identity, or path that once protected is no longer designed to carry you forward. And honoring that, realizing is one that the most mature decision a person can make. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go. Permission to evolve. If you are watching this and sensing that you have changed, that certain roles, environment, or identities no longer feel aligned, you are not confused. You are growing. Growth feels uncomfortable because it requires release. Release to familiarity, release to expectation, release to versions of ourselves that once felt safe. And that can feel disloyal and it can feel scary. It can even feel selfish. But evolving doesn't erase who we are. It builds on her. It honors her. It thanks her. And then it moves forward. Sustainable transformation isn't loud. It is not rushed. It is intentional. It happens when you give yourself permission to say, I'm grateful for who I was, and I'm ready for who I am becoming. That courage of outgrowth, old version of ourselves, is not abandonment, it's alignment. You are allowed to evolve, you are allowed to expand, you are allowed to choose differently, and you don't need anyone else's permission to step into your next chapter. Thank you.
Thank you. So today we share, the courage of to outgrow the old version of ourselves. So we share our stories, we share, the different things that, it was holding us back from growing and how we release them, to make a change. So if you relate to what we shared today, it could be, your business, if you're in your journey, or it can be in your personal life, um, and if you want to share something with us, or provide another tip, you can put it in the comments and we'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to be part of a global online community that uplifts you, that motivates you, and that push you to move you forward, here are three ways that you can get in touch with us. You can either put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. And to end, we want to end with different paths brought us here, but we are reminded tonight that no one grows alone. So thank you for being part of this conversation. And this is Global Voices Live, where starting over is honor and not rush. So thank you everyone for being here with us today. Want to wish you everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again, and until the next episode of the Global Voices Live. So see you again on Friday. Thank you everyone. God bless you all, and thank you
Thank
for
you.
watching.
Have a good
Thank
evening.
you.
Thank you. Bye.